Well, we have a champion in our midst, Sean. James Jeopardy Holzhauer is local here in Las Vegas. And not only is he a champion on television, he's a champion in the community
Mhm.
because he comes together to help out in any way he can. This year, it's the seventh annual Purple Stride Las Vegas presented by Optum Care. He's going to tell us all about it and how you can help folks with pancreatic cancer.
And frankly, I know him as James the Chase Holzhauer. It's great having you, James. How are you, buddy?
Thank you. The Chase is not getting the due it's deserves. So
Well,
thank you for that introduction.
that show, I mean, in the UK especially, is massive. So it's got to take. I'm a game show nerd, so that's right up my alley. But let's talk about what you're doing here in Vegas. The cool thing about seeing you on national television is you put the spotlight on local causes immediately, and you put your name that has so much power behind it now behind a bunch of different causes here in town. And now you're doing the same for Purple Stride. Tell us what's going on.
Yeah, shout out to my wife right away. The kind of philanthropic drive begins with her, and I'm kind of providing both of us the platform to reach out to everyone. But I just gotta say she's really the driving force behind everything we do.
Nice.
So Purple Stride, pancreatic cancer is really a disease I had absolutely no familiarity with until 2 years ago, and 2 years and 3 days, I think, to the day is when it happened. I was sitting in the green room. We were just coming back from lunch. I was chatting with the other contestants about, I don't know, whatever. And, we're getting ready to play this game. And the producer comes in and reads a prepared statement from Alex that says, I have stage 4 pancreatic cancer. I just want to be upfront with everyone. I'm battling this disease. And, the energy just got taken out of the room completely. We're trying to get psyched up to play this exciting game on TV. And now, I did not know the mortality statistics for pancreatic cancer. It's got, I think, about a 10% 5-year survival rate. But I think all of us intuitively knew, this was
Serious.
this was just a terrible,
Yeah.
terrible thing that was coming.
Yeah.
And the amazing thing, so Jeopardy tapes 10 episodes a week. They do 5 one day, 5 the next day. So I had gone through 8 of them already, and I would not have known anything was going on with this person. He hosted the show in a completely professional manner the whole time. He didn't, he talks to the audience during commercial breaks, takes questions from them and stuff. There was no mention of anything he was going through. To him, it was just another day at work, and he had made it his mission to brave every obstacle he could to get through that work day. And so I tried my best to steel myself, just play my normal game. I won the episode, and then there's a little post game chat where he shakes the winner's hand and talks with you for, I don't know, 30 seconds, and while they play the credits and all that. And I took that time, and I just kind of looked him in the eye when I was shaking hands and said, like, hey, promise me you're gonna fight this thing the whole way. He looked at me, smiled, he nodded, and I knew that he was going to keep battling through it. He was hosting Jeopardy was what he loved doing. He signed a contract to keep going into his 80s to do this. It was his mission to go out there, put on a brave face and perform his best out there. And so I came back months later to film tournaments, and you could see his health was failing him. But
You
you
can
don't
tell
get
in his
much
delivery,
interaction with the
though.
host. Yeah,
My goodness.
you don't get much interaction with the host off camera because they have standards and practices and all
Yeah.
that. But you would see he was weak until the camera was rolling, and then he was Alex
Right
Trebek
on.
again, and you could just tell it was all of his strength for the day went
Yes.
into filming however many episodes he could do. And I think that's amazing. It's got to be such an inspiration out there for everyone who's dealing with this horrible disease that can still live your life and battle your hardest. And gosh, I
James,
mean, it's an
you
inspiration to
know,
everyone out there.
it's so clear that this has affected you so deeply. And I have to say, I think so many folks just feel that Alex Trebek was such a class act.
No doubt.
We watched him struggle, with this disease with so much grace, and his loss is felt by, people all across the globe. So let us know how we can participate in Purple Stride, and also what you'll be doing personally with the event.
Sure. So I created a team. I've never done this kind of thing before for pancreatic cancer, but I never had a reason to fight for this particular disease before. But I created a team called All In for Alex, And I set a fundraising goal of $8,244, which is $1 for every episode of Jeopardy that Alex hosted. And, we got a couple weeks to go, and we're already at 150% of the fundraising goal, which I think is just amazing. Thank you to everyone out there who's donated. So you can go to purplestride.org/Las Vegas is the page for this event. Normally we would have a big gathering and everyone would walk, and you could get sponsorship for how long you walk or something like that. But restrictions being what they are, we're doing a kind of stride your own way thing. So you can just walk however long you would like, wherever you like, as long as you're not in a mass gathering. And if you want to donate, that's great. If you want to decide you want to take it upon yourselves to fundraise, that's awesome too. If you go to purplestride.org/Las Vegas, search for All In for Alex if you want to donate to my team, or donate to whomever,
James, thank you so much.
James, it's great having you, buddy. And as you would
great
go,
to have you. Thank you.
All in for Alex. James, great having you, buddy. Meg, my goodness, what a great way to be able to give back. This is the PurpleStride Las Vegas 2021, presented by Optum Care Cancer Care. You can get more details on the website you see right there on your screen. You can donate directly to the All In for Alex campaign, or frankly, find the poor staff that's having trouble raising money and donate to them. Doesn't matter. It's all going to a fantastic cause. We thank Jeopardy James for joining us today.